So welcome back to Statistic 2, Hypothesis Testing using the binomial distribution. In this video, we will be doing an example question so that you can understand the problem more clearly. So the problem is that at the 2009 election, 1/3 of the voters in Qingdao voted for the Citizen Party. 1 year later, a researcher questioned 20 random selected voters in Qingdao. Exactly 3 of these 20 voters said that if there were an election next week, they would vote for the Citizen Party. So we need to test at the 2.5% significant level to see whether there is evidence of a decrease in support for the Citizen Party. Right, so in any hypothesis testing, we need to first find the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. So in this case, the null hypothesis is that mean is equal to 1/3. Because at the moment, we are knowing that 1/3 of the voters in Qingdao voted for the Citizen Party. So it's good to assume that the mean is 1/3. Now, the alternative hypothesis, so because we are testing whether there is evidence of a decrease in support, the alternative hypothesis would be that U is smaller than 1/3 because there is a decrease in support. And the significant level is at 2.5%. So now we are testing. Now we will be finding the probabilities of less than or equal to 3 out of the 20 randomly selected voters to see what the probability is. So now so we have this sort of equation. So when you do statistic 1, you should have already know how to do the binomial, how to calculate the probabilities in a binomial distribution. So we have the probabilities of x being smaller or equal to 3 is equal to this, and this is the probability that x is equal to 3. Here is the probability that x is equal to 2. Here is the probability that x is equal to 1, and here is the probability that x is equal to 0. So the probabilities of x is equal to or smaller than 3 is equal, if you use a calculator, you get 0.0604, and this probabilities is actually bigger than 2.5%. So 0.0604 is bigger than 2.5%. And as the last video we have said, if the probability is bigger than the significant level, that means the null hypothesis is correct. So in this case, we are concluding that there is not enough evidence of a decrease in support for the Citizen Party. So we say that we accept HO. Right, so we have seen how we will test the hypothesis if the significant level is at 2.5%. So what if now we increase the significant level? So let's just say it's not 2.5, but it is 10%. This is 10%. Right, so we have 0.0604 is actually much smaller than 10%, the 10% significant level. So also from this last video, we have known that if the probabilities is smaller than the significant level, we accept the alternative hypothesis, which means now we accept H1, and that there is enough evidence for a decrease in support for the Citizen Party. So from the example, we can see that the significant level is very important, and that choosing a suitable significant level could make a difference get you a different conclusion. So when we have 2.5 as significant level, we accept HO. But if it was 10, we accept H1.